Hi, everyone. It's Michelle, and today we're going to talk about self worth. So let's get started. So I want you to think about something for a moment. What is something that you actually value? Can you think of something that really means a lot to you? Perhaps it's your car or your house, or maybe it's a garden that you have that you've worked really hard on to make it beautiful. I want you to think about why it has value to you. Now, when you think about that value that you've put upon this material item, it holds value to you because it cost a lot or you put a lot of work into it. So now let's take it up another notch. And I want you to think of either a child or an animal that holds value in your life. Now, as you think about this child or an animal that you have that holds value to you in your life, I want you to think of all the things that you do for them. Do you make sure that they eat healthy or that they're fed on a daily basis? Do you exercise them? Let's just talk about children for a second. When you have a child, you're going to either nurse them or you're going to put them on some sort of formula. And the reason that you do that is because you're trying to get them the proper nutrition, right? And that proper nutrition is really important to you because you love that child, because it holds value to you. I mean, you're not just giving them milk, right? You're not just going and buying cow's milk and giving it to them because you want them to have that proper nutrition. And as the child gets older, you exercise them by, putting them in a walker or teaching them how to walk, and you give them these toys to play with so that they can learn how to crawl or to reach for something, and you exercise their little bodies. Why? Because you have value on this child, because you love this child, because this child means a lot to you, and their health and their well-being means a lot to you. You spend quality time with the child. You spend playtime with the child. You groom the child. You give it baths on a daily basis and put lotion on it. You talk to them and tell them beautiful things like, I love you and you're so cute. And you say wonderful things to them. Now let's talk about animals. I have a French Mastiff and he's a big boy. And I buy expensive food for him. I buy healthy food that has corn free and gluten free and all the other stuff free so that he can have healthy foods. I also cook certain types of foods for him that I know that he needs to get those nutritional values from, that's fresh, so he can have that fresh enzymes. And I do this because I want him to have a healthy life, because I want him to live for a while. I want him to live longer than he would normally live, just because I want him to have that nutrition. I make sure that he gets his heartworm pills and that he's taking his flea pills so that he's not miserable, scratching all the time. I take him on long walks and I take him to the park and let him play ball or play with other animals. I protect him so that he's not within harm, and make sure that if there is an aggressive animal around, to keep him away from them. I spend quality time with him loving on him, cuddling him, petting him, grooming him. We have our playtime where we wrestle or we goof off and we get silly. And then we have our bath time where I make sure that he's groomed and he's taken care of. I talk to him and say nice things to him and tell him how much I love him. Now, we do these things for our children and we do these things for our animals, right? But how often do you actually do that for yourself? So I want you to just like reflect on that. This is what love is. Love is when you really take care of the other person's needs, right? You're taking care of that child's needs. So if I ask you, why are you feeding that child healthy foods? Why are you taking that child to the park? Why are you playing with your child? Everything that you answer is going to be because I love him. So why wouldn't you do that for yourself? A person that has self-worth is going to take care of themselves. And if you take care of yourself, then you can create self-worth. So it kind of works both ways. So let's say hypothetically that you don't feel like you have self-worth. Well, then I want you to start taking care of yourselves to create that self-worth. So ladies, go and get your fingernails done. Go get your eyebrows done. Go and get your lashes done. Go and get a massage. Treat yourself to a personal trainer or a gym membership and go and exercise. Go and have that quality time doing something that you really enjoy doing, whatever that may be, with your friends. Be really good about your hygiene. Make sure that you're taking care of yourself. Spray some perfume on yourself or use some body lotion to make your skin soft. Wear some pretty earrings. Buy some cool looking glasses. Go and get your hair colored. All these things are things that you do because you feel a sense of worth within yourself. You would do it for your child. You do it for your dog. Now, some of you ladies are really not into being overly flashy, and I'm not talking about every single thing on this list that you have to do. Just because Michelle said self-worth is getting your eyelashes done, no, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that however you would take care of your child and do those things for them, that's how you should take care of you. You wouldn't let your child walk out looking all scraggly and wrinkled clothes and the hair is not clean. And, whether or not you want to wear makeup or not is irrelevant. But those are some of the ways that we can groom ourselves to make ourselves feel better about who we are. Okay. So if you take the time out to do certain things, let's start with creating a healthy diet. You'll feed your dog the most expensive dog food there is on the market, or you will feed your child healthy foods and making sure that they're eating healthy because you have value for that child. You'll exercise your children by taking them to the park and playing with them. Why won't you do these things for yourself? You see, that's what self-love is. That's what self-worth is. You need to create value in yourself by taking care of yourself. So let's just start with doing some things that cover these categories, regardless if you want your nails done or not. You don't have to go and get fake fingernails, but you can manicure them. So let's start with asking yourself, why aren't you putting healthy foods in your body? Why aren't you exercising? Why aren't you protecting yourself from toxic people? Why aren't you having quality time with people that hold value to you? Why aren't you doing things that are fun and having your own playtime? Why aren't you taking time to groom yourself well, however that may be. Your eyebrows, your fingernails, getting a manicure, getting facials, however, whatever that may be. Why aren't you talking nice to yourself and saying nice things to yourself? Like, you are beautiful, you're amazing, you're awesome. Now, the answer to all of that is always going to be because I don't love myself, or I hate myself, or I don't put value on myself. But we're going to put a huge, big, fat change on that, okay? We are going to start creating value for ourselves, and we are going to start doing the things that make us feel good about ourselves. I'm sorry, but I have to interrupt here. I think I was taking too soft of an approach. So I'm going to continue with this video in a second, but I have to interrupt here. Here's the thing. If you treat something like shit, it's going to believe that it's a piece of shit. So let's just say that you take your child or a friend or a husband or a boyfriend or whoever it is in your life, maybe a colleague, and you start like, I'm going to give you scraps. You don't get to eat the fancy food that everybody else is eating, and I'm just going to give you some crackers because you aren't worth it. And I'm going to give you the cheap bar of soap, and, we all get to go into the closet and put on the fancy earrings and, and go on the girls' trips and have lots of fun and laugh, while you get to sit over there in your dark little place watching Netflix all day long. Now, if I treated you like that, and I basically didn't take you on the outings, didn't take you on the bike rides, didn't take you on the hikes, and didn't do things with you and fed you crap and boxed food and toxic things, and I was toxic to you and brought toxic people over to you, and I didn't exercise you, and I didn't, do anything for you, wouldn't that make you feel like a piece of shit? So I want you to think about this for a second. I want you to really think about this. I really want you to put your thinking cap on right now before we continue the rest of this video, okay? And that is, think about how you are treating yourself and what message that you are giving your brain. What message are you giving your brain? What are you telling your subconscious mind about your self-worth? No wonder you feel like this. It's because you treat yourself like shit. So let's go ahead and finish the video where I'm a little softer and I'm like, oh, you should do this. And if I have to interrupt again, I will. So from this point on, I want you to start eating things that have high nutritional value. I want you to put some exercise in your life. This is not about losing weight. This is not about doing something that you don't want to do. It's about making your heart healthy, making your lungs healthy, making your body healthy, having good chi flow through your body. So get out there and walk. I mean, this is a simple thing. Take your dog for a walk, take your kids for a walk, I want you to spend quality time doing something that you enjoy, whatever that may be for you. So if you're a social person, then that's doing quality time, socializing with people. Quality time could also be quality time for you. So that could go a lot of different ways. It could be getting a massage or, a pedicure or something, or it could be hanging out with somebody that you care about, or it could be, watching your favorite movie or getting out and doing something fun. What is quality time for you? Quality time could be self-service, or it could be around other people. You're the one who can determine that, but you need to have some time where you're doing something that you consider quality time for you, with you. So I like personally to like make jewelry and stuff, and I think that's fun. So when I get to do something artistic, to me that's self-serving. Okay, so that's the quality time that I have within myself, is to do something that serves me. So I want you to think about that. Doing something that serves you. Oh my God. I think I'm going to get a brain tumor. Okay. I think that the soft approach isn't working. Okay. Here's the deal. I'm going to like give it to you really straight. Okay. Here's the thing. And I want you to really listen to me. Okay. You cannot be of service to other people and give them your all if you are not in the right space. It's impossible to love something if you don't love yourself. It's impossible to give at a level that it's actually received if you don't give to yourself. I want you to think about this. If you have a bottle full of water and you go and you empty it out by giving it to other people, what is left is nothing, and you're not filling it back up, and then somebody else wants something from you, and what are you giving them? Fumes? Or some pretend energy that doesn't exist? The bottle's empty. You think from some kind of crazy illusion that you're actually giving something of quality when the bottle is empty. You have to fill yourself up, and you have to have an ever-flowing, filled up space for somebody to actually get something from you. Otherwise, what it looks like is frustration and unappreciation. It's like, I go and do something for you and you don't appreciate it. And they're like, it's not good enough. And you don't understand because you keep on giving and giving, because what you're doing is you're like pulling from yourself, and it like turns into like a dried up prune or something. What are you pulling from? You're pulling from your life energy. And it's like all of a sudden you're like, you know? Think about it. But what if you were in an ever-flowing energy filled, lots of love, lots of this and that, and you had plenty to give? You have to take care of yourself first before you can give to others. So all of you people that are overgivers, you need to fill yourself up first. Because if you feel like you have to give, you better have your tank or your temple or your vessel filled up first. So that means you better take care of yourself. So we're going to scratch the rest of this video because it's like okay? So here's what's happening here. We're going to go over every single thing that you need to do, okay? So the first thing, get out a pen and piece of paper right now. I'm going to wait while you do that. Okay, hopefully you are ready. Okay, so get that pen out and start writing. The first thing that you need to do is you need to put healthy food into your body. Your body needs nutrition. Think about it. When you're eating boxed food, you're eating cardboard. Oh, it's flavored cardboard. It tastes good. You know what? The nutrition industry has fooled you, and you're dying because of it. So the first thing you need to do is start eating some food that are actually grown by God, that God gave you, that actually has nutrition, okay? I don't care if you fucking eat it all day long and fill yourself up until you're like, I don't care if you get fat eating it. It doesn't matter. What I care about is that you actually have the nutrition, okay? The second thing I want you to do is I want you to get out and start moving your body. Go on a bike ride, go on a hike, go on a walk your dog, do something, go to a gym or something. You need to start moving your body, because if you don't move your body, what ends up happening is that your body gets all stiff and it hurts and you get aches and pains. If you have back problems, go work out your back, work out your core, and get those muscles around that area really strong so it holds it up. The next thing I want you to do is I want you to start taking care of yourself in the way that you present yourself. I want you to wash your hair. I want you to fix your hair. I want you to groom yourself in a way that you did when you actually had self-worth. Now, if you've never been a makeup person, that's fine. But I want you to really think about how you actually groomed yourself before, when you had some self-worth. And if you've never done that before, maybe you need to learn. Go find a mentor. The next thing I want you to do is put something on that actually looks good on yourself, okay? Do the little things that makes you feel good, okay? Maybe it's earrings. Maybe it's painting your nails. Maybe it's mascara. Maybe it's wearing your hair a certain way. But whatever that is, you need to groom yourself in a way that makes you feel good about you, okay? The next thing I want you to do is I want you to get rid of all the toxic people in your life. And if there are people in your life that are toxic, then you need to sit back and think about why you're letting those people in your life. They hurt you, they destroy you, they're mean to you, they pull from you, they're energy vampires, they expect, and they have nothing back to give, okay? So all those narcissists and all those toxic people, get rid of them. And don't make any excuses. And you know what? If you're in a situation where it's a little hard to do that because you might be on some sort of financial restraint for that to happen, then come up with a plan. And sit down and really think about it. And then call the people that you really, really care about, that you really trust, and get them to help you come up with a plan. Or make an appointment with me and I'll help you come up with a plan. Come up with an exit plan to get away from all that shit, okay? And the next thing I want you to do is I want you to start saying nice things to yourself. I want you to talk to yourself in a very positive way, which is what we're doing with the reframing, by the way. I want you to start saying nice things to yourself. Say, you know what? You are capable. You are worthy. You are amazing. You are worth everything that you want and desire. I want you to start talking to yourself and telling yourself, you know what? You're amazing. I love you so much. And eventually your mind will actually believe you if you do that. The next thing, let me look at my little list and make sure that I have everything that I'm supposed to be telling you. The next thing I want you to do is I want you to actually do something that's quality time, okay? Quality time means what? It's not sitting in front of the TV watching Netflix, okay? Quality time is doing something that actually gives you fulfillment and joy. That could be whatever it may be, if it's jewelry making or making soaps or calling up a friend and hanging out with them or going to the pool or going skiing or going on a vacation. I don't care. It doesn't have to cost money. It just means that you're doing something that makes you smile. Okay? I want you to fill yourself up first. I want you to spend time with yourself spiritually. Do the meditations. Get yourself calm. Nurture your mind, okay? Let's see, have we done everything? So here's the deal. Maybe there's something else you can think of, but you need to take care of yourself first, and that's the most important thing, okay? And once your cup is full, then you'll have plenty to give to other people. But until then, you're just kind of giving them shit because that's what you're putting in you. You're putting shit inside of you, so you're giving away shit. But yeah, I'm a good person and I'm a giving person and okay. You might have fooled yourself into believing that all this pain that you're having, of feeling frustrated because you give and give and give and it's not reciprocated or whatever, that's giving. That's not giving. Giving comes from a true thing inside of you, okay? It's giving is when you do something unconditional without any expectations, okay? And if you can't give part of yourself without any expectations of somebody reciprocating or saying thank you or having some sort of woo-ha appreciation, then it's not really a gift. One of my closest friends lives in another state, and she's taking these classes, okay, and she's having some medical issues, and the medical issues are causing her to not be able to work a full-time job. So she needed some materials to finish some classes so that she could develop a skill that she could work from home on. And it was important, that she completed these classes because the sooner she does, the faster she's going to be able to make some money. So what I did was, without telling her, I just ordered what she needed and I sent it to her. And I get this sweet little message, that said, oh my God, blah, 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 I love you so much. But I didn't tell her, oh, I'm buying you this and that. I didn't even expect or desire to have any kind of response. I just did it because I love her. Okay. And I've stopped off, and when I saw homeless people and I've given them money or bought them things and handed it to them and didn't tell anybody. I didn't go and tell everybody, oh my God, I saw a homeless person, blah, blah, blah. And then I expect everybody to go, oh, Michelle, you're so sweet. You're so wonderful. You're such a giving person. No, I don't do those things for appreciation. I don't do it to raise up this level of something inside of me that needs to be raised. I do it because it's unconditional love that I'm giving. And if you are giving and it's not unconditional, all you're doing is giving away your fumes and your shit, and you're piling it upon somebody because it comes with an expectation, and the expectation is tainted and it's not pure. So stop doing all that and start taking care of yourself first. And when you take care of yourself and you're in a good space and you have a lot to give, then when you are giving something to somebody, you're giving from your heart. Okay? So when you do that, your self-worth is gonna grow exponentially. So I need you to trust me on this, okay? Because I know a few of you are probably crying right now, and a few of you are like, I just can't do this right now. And if you're feeling like that, you need to make an appointment. Use one of your appointments to talk to me, okay? And this is something that we're going to work on together. Now, I developed a hypnosis audio, and it is on self-worth. Okay? So I want you to listen to whatever is in this unit, okay? If there are some other things on loving yourself, which I will be loading, okay? You need to be listening to them. You need to be putting your head into recreating you, okay? You need to put all the value that you have, that you can muster up into you, okay? And you listen to that stuff that's going to help program your brain into taking the actions to taking care of you and loving you And then when you love you, then you can give to other people. Otherwise, you're giving them shit. Okay? You're just giving them crap that women like. It's like pulling from something that's crappy. Okay? There's nothing inside of you right now that you can give that's gonna have value. So stop that. Fill yourself up. And then when you're feeling overflowing with love and joy, you'll have plenty to give. And then I promise you, at that point, if you have no expectation, you're probably going to get a lot of appreciation because it will come as a gift of love, and then that will be appreciated. Anyways, it's time now for you to go and listen to that audio. The audio where you close your eyes and you just let my voice just take you into that place where you start to love yourself. This is Michelle Thompson, and it's time for you to develop your self-worth.